Alright everybody, welcome back. My name is Gillis the Kid. I have another gameplay walkthrough for you. This time we're going to be playing the Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver for the Sega Dreamcast. This is one of my favorite games back in the day. It was released in 1999 for the Sony PlayStation, and then it came out in 2000 on the Dreamcast. It is the sequel to Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, and then there was 3 sequels after that. This game is absolutely amazing. The music is phenomenal. And we're going to be playing the full game all the way through. I want to thank everybody for the support. So let's get started. Here we go.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead. Cast him in. Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy. I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
Alright, so we're playing as Raziel. He's a ghostly looking type vampire. He's pretty cool. He moves very fluently.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
Now these are portals. You can use them to move throughout the land. I'm going to show you where all of the portals are too.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
So we have to feed on souls. That's your soul meter on the bottom right. You can jump. You get a high jump.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
And you can glide too.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Sure, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
You can auto aim too. You can dodge. Now they're running from it. There we go. You can move the camera around if you want.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time. Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
Okay. So you'll notice there's certain areas where we won't be able to explore just yet. Like this wall right here. We'll have to come back later.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
So water is like acid to you. Want to be careful. The developers behind Tomb Raider, Crystal Dynamics, they also created this game too.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood?
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. A vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna lure them over to the sunlight. So 3 ways you can kill these vampires: sunlight, water, and impaling them. Or, yeah, I'm gonna try to impale them. You can throw them pretty far, too. Oh, that didn't work. They got long tongues, too. There we go.
Separated from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
Yeah, if you don't draw the souls in, it'll just go back into their body.
Your physical prowess surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Now in this game, there are a lot of block puzzles. For some reason, the developers are obsessed with block puzzles. You can also push it too. Right? Yeah, there's a lot of block puzzles in this game, so get used to it. And we can carry torches.
My God! The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Burn them. Now there's an area over here that we can't get into yet, but just make a mental note because we need that item back there. And you can throw spears too. You can throw them pretty far. You can also pick it back up. So we're just gonna make our way this way. We can sneak. You can sneak up on enemies. There's a door over here with a symbol on it. I believe they're called glyphs. You always want to go in these doors because they lead you to portals that you have to activate. All you have to do is step on it to activate it. So we're gonna make our way back out of this door and around. Gotta fight some more vampires.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
So we're gonna go to the west here. To the west of the abyss. This spear is pretty useful. Always try and keep it with you. Come on. I know you want to fight me. Look at him, he's just running. Oh, alright. Got like 2 hits off of him. Oh, wow. I'm gonna jump up here. Uh-oh. Just so I can get my soul.
its proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot, I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Whoa. There's 2 more vampires here. Now there's another door over here with a symbol on it, or a glyph, as they call it. I had to brighten this game because it was really dark. What's he doing? So there's another door on the left side. Just be careful because there's water down here. Yeah, there's like a lot of water down there. We're gonna be going that way in another video. It's a pretty big world. It's easy to get lost. Okay, so there's a switch up here we have to hit. It's going to lower a drawbridge, and we're going to go across that.
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
These vampires are stronger and faster. Once they start bleeding, that way you can impale them. Okay, so there should be a door around here. Whoa, what the heck? Who's that? Oh, I think that's a vampire hunter. I'm not gonna mess with him.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
Some of these vampires, they can move under the ground. Oh, see? There's a block over here we have to move.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Kain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
So that's Raziel's younger brother, Malachi. That's him up there. I'm gonna stand in the sunlight. Ow! And there's a door over here. So we've activated this portal. So now we can move on. Now this is a big area with a lake. It connects to one of you. Oh. And if you fall in the lake, you don't have to worry too much. All you have to do is jump back up, and then you can morph back into the physical world. I'm gonna throw this. I think there's another vampire in this room. Yep. Now this next area is one big puzzle, and you've guessed it, more blocks. So to get through this gate, we have to go into the Spectrum realm, and then these blocks right here will morph out of the wall. You'll see what I mean.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
So if the wraiths kill you, they'll re-inhabit a corpse in the physical world. And you don't want that. Alright. So we're gonna jump up here. We have to make it to the other side. We got some blocks to move. And this time we can flip the blocks. It's pretty strong. He just digs his claws in. Okay. We're gonna jump over here. There's another block we have to take out. Give me my soul. Now this guy, he can suck the souls out of you. That's why he's glowing. Okay. Now we have to get this block all the way up here. Oh, let me see if I can show you. We gotta get it up there. Okay. And you want to move it the exact same way I'm moving it. Okay. Alright, so now we want to go back into the spirit world. Oh. We need some souls. Souls at? There we go. Oh! Yeah, we gotta get up there. sometimes the camera can get kind of wacky. We should be able to... Yep, here we go. Alright, now we're in this room. We have more blocks. Here we go. And he can move at least 2 blocks at a time, so he's pretty strong. Nope. Flip it over this way. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, you gotta get it. Alright, and that's how we open that gate. I'm telling you, they're obsessed with block puzzles. Now make sure you push this block down. Otherwise you gotta go all the way back around. And then there's a secret right over there. That guy killed himself. For this next part, I'm gonna get a torch. It's pretty dark in here. There's a switch over here. It's an elevator. Look at that guy. That's a vampire hunter. So there should be another switch right here. We're basically turning a grinder on. We're gonna go back the way we came. There's some vampires back there, but we can just run for now. And then we're gonna hit this lever, which is right here. We're gonna make the floor go down. We gotta pull this out. And then we're gonna go down here. It's like a little cave. I was thinking, why couldn't they make Lara Croft move like him? Like, he moves so smooth. And then you play the Tomb Raider games. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. We're gonna move these to burn the beams up top. There's some wooden beams that we have to burn to make the floor drop down. You're a vampire. So now what you want to do is we want to move all of these to the middle. Just keep in mind that that soul meter is going down, so you want to be quick about it. Okay. Should be one more. Okay. So we want to go down the darkest route.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the Master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
Everyone is afraid, sibling. You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
So the first thing you want to do is run over here to this door and high jump inside. And you're going to hold this lever. Once he's halfway in, we can drop it. Oh, that didn't work. Now he has the ability to morph through like the gate. So we got to be careful. We'll just wait for him to... There he is. Alright. So he's gonna come... You can hear him walking. There he is. So now that he's injured, we're gonna jump in the middle section just to get him in that that circle. Come on. Where's he going? Yep, see, there he is. And then you just run up here to this lever. And there you go.
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Kain?
The Master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded. Unreleased.
You have done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
So all we have to do now, since we have that new power from Malachi, we can actually go through this gate. And we're going to go back to that main area. You just push forward and you phase right through the gate. Just make sure you refill your soul meter.
Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
So we're back near the beginning of the game. I took that portal because we're gonna go back to that main gate, and this was the fastest way. So now that we have that power where we can go through the gates, all we have to do is collect those items. Now there is a secret in here, and we're gonna jump in the water to get it.
These artifacts enhance your stamina, enabling you to prolong your material manifestation. Gather 5 to complete the emblem, and thereby augment your strength.
So if we gather 5, We can get our strength back. Let's see. We need some souls. And we gotta jump back over here. So that's 1 of 5 for now. And then we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna phase through the gate. Like this. Oh, where you going? Okay. We got 2 vampires guarding the way. There we go. Just throw them in the water. Come on out. We're gonna go this way anyway. Just gonna phase through the gates. Okay. We are here.
Raziel.
Kain.
The Abyss has been unkind.
I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right.
What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your life's span is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed? Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
So all you gotta do is find Kain real quick and hit him. And that's it.
The blade is vanquished. So it unfolds. And we are a step closer to our destinies.
I swore I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed. I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
From this moment and ever afterwards, you and this blade are inextricably bound. Soul Reaver and Weaver of Souls, your destinies are intertwined. By destroying the sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal prison and restored it to its true form, a wraith blade, its energy unbound. No longer a physical blade, it can only manifest itself in the material realm when your strength is fully restored. Once manifest, it will sustain you.
What are you, little soul? Another of Kain's creatures come to taunt this bound specter.
I did not intend to disturb your rest.
Rest. A body is needed for sleep. Flesh and bones are required to recline. No, child. All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Ghastly past, insufferable future, are they one and the same? Am I always here?
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Kain refused the sacrifice. The Pillar of Balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition. Now these pillars serve only to bind me here, my prison and eternal home, thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
Then we share a common foe, Raziel. Return here when you have need. Ariel remembers what others have forgotten. May you find peace here, Raziel. Far in the eastern mountains, a stifled titan stands in mute surrender, unwilling host to a parasitic swarm.
Alright, so you can come back to this castle to restock, and that ghost, she'll always give you like hints to where to go next. It's a pretty cool game. I like it. I'm gonna leave the video here for now. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.